Hi Cancer, I hope you're doing well. Welcome to your March reading. I'm slowly but surely getting through all the signs. So let's see what things come up for you today. I just sometimes have to take a closer look at my deck because sometimes I just look at things and I think that everything's upright in my deck and then it isn't, and then I sometimes they're not. I don't know what's going on. Okay, so as always, I'm gonna hold off on talking before I've gotten all the cards out, so please feel free to take a look at the art of the decks as oh, interesting. Again, not talking. I'll also rearrange them soon. Sorry, I'm just concentrating really hard on not dropping any of these cards. Okay, let's see. So the way that I see it right now, and I'm pretty sure I get the picture right, is that March is going to be a really interesting balancing game for you, Cancer. Cancers. The reason that I'm saying that is because your first week is going to start off with you really trying to you're really trying to break up arguments between a lot of your friends, family, maybe relationships. It's just going to, as always, start off with you trying to be the bigger person, you trying to break people up, you trying to stop people from arguing, you trying to, put everybody on the right path when they don't even want to be put on the right path at the very moment. And it's really interesting because while doing this, it's really easy to make some people even more upset at each other. I used to have this experience when my parents had an argument. I would if I thought that somebody was right and somebody was wrong, I would try to defend the person who was right. And then obviously the person who was wrong, who might not even be wrong in that case, is just why are you defending the other person? You're just creating an even more tense situation between the two of us. And I was just a kid. I did not realize that I needed to be diplomatic, and even if somebody's right and somebody's wrong, that I needed to shut up and just let the adults handle it. Now, you might be an adult, but this comes to a very fine line of sometimes I'm a Cancer rising, I'm pretty sure, and there are moments where I think we just care so much about people that we try to solve arguments for them, and it does not always work out in our favor, and it does not always work out in those people's favor. I think those people always end up doing it better when we just don't touch the topic altogether. Now, it's always hard for us to do that because, in a lot of cases, we just want to help so bad that we don't even realize that we might be making the situation worse. But trust me when I say that this is avoidable, and in order to not maybe potentially drive people away, just try your hardest to balance it out, as I know you can. In the second week, your priorities shift a little bit, and everything is just working out from you from all fronts, from work, your love relationships, your platonic relationships, and the relationships that were kind of on the fray a little bit in the first week are mending a lot quicker. And not only that, but you get a clearer overview of like what potentially were your missteps in trying to sort this out and what you did entirely right. Here you can take a little bit more of a distanced look at what was going on between the people that you were trying to guide. And you see that when you step away, things usually do work out. I know that it's a little bit of, I don't know, I guess an ego death, for lack of a better term, when you see that people get along just fine without you. But trust me when I say that this is an opportunity for you to take a better look at what you're up to, like what your life is like, and just focusing more on yourself. I'm not saying that you need to fix anything. It's just more time for you to care less about others, just a tad bit, and for you to care a little bit more about yourself. In the third week, it just becomes very clear how much you need to participate more in self-care. Because I think for the past few months, it's been a while until you could, truly focus on yourself and just not have to worry about others. It becomes really obvious to you yourself that like on the outside, everything looks pretty good and dandy and you just look like you're managing life pretty well and you're kicking it in the ass. But on the inside, everything just feels like you dug yourself into a corner because it's really hard to move around a very like, when you have everything pre-planned and it's really, really hard to like, do stuff a little bit more free-flowingly because you have your entire day arranged. That's kind of what this feels like. And so everybody's like, oh my God, look at this Cancer. Like they have everything set up in their life, but actually those cups are swords and you kind of have dug yourself into a hole. So the third week is more of a situation where you can just take your time and you can really like sit down and just ask yourself like, what is a thing in my schedule that I could actually get rid of and it probably would not hurt me and it would actually bring me a lot of joy and happiness. That's kind of what I'm seeing. And then in the fourth week, this is a really interesting one because there are so many opportunities coming in, especially when it comes to like love and new friendships and relationships, and you're getting a chance to just do stuff that you haven't done in a while. Oh, but at the same time, the universe is really encouraging you to look at your future and to look at what you're planning around it. It's encouraging you to gauge the people that you meet in the fourth week of March as whether they can see, when I can't talk, that means that I think I'm saying something right. And it's urging you to what happened with me? Hold on. It's urging you to really look at the people that you meet and not just look at them as just somebody that you can spend some time with, but look at them as people who you can help out and who can help you out in the future. Sorry about that. But anyway, so that's what the universe is really encouraging you to look at. Is this relationship worth investing in? Are they worth your time? Are they good people? And I think I'm getting sick is what's happening, but I'm not going to stop this reading because I'm almost done anyway, and I don't know when this is going to be fixed, and I want to get this video out to you. But anyway, so just take a closer look at the people around you. Just try to understand whether, I know that, as a fellow Cancer, I know that it's really hard for us to gauge what kind of people come into our life sometimes, but just try your hardest to make sure that everybody that's coming in is just like worth your time, because you're such a good, interesting, cool person that it would really suck. It really sucks when you bring in people into your life that maybe aren't necessarily worth your time because they have not worked on themselves as much. They just, and it's not always the case. You can definitely have people who you just party with or something like that. But even so, if you're gonna like just have fun with them, just make sure that they're the actual kind of people where you can have fun with, and you know, they don't turn into the kind of person that, like, just for example, just don't match up your personality at all, and like after 2 hours of maybe drinking with them, they just become this entirely different person and you don't know how to talk to them anymore, or like you don't know how to talk to them unless you're drunk, you know. It's that sort of situation. So just try to gauge the people around you and pick and choose and be really picky, because the universe is saying that whoever like you close a door on is the right person to close a door on, and a new person will come in anyway. That's really all I can say for your March. I hope this was helpful. Please leave feedback if you like this video, and your feedback just means a lot to me. I'll see you soon, Cancer. Thank you so much for watching, and bye.